Minister of Foreign Affairs Fred Mitchell also addressing criticisms on the government's recent mission to China that yielded a number of positive international agreements for the country. Minister Mitchell says the country has to be grateful about, or careful that is, about references being made to Chinese investment in the Bahamas.
It is a fact that the two largest investments in this country, which came from China, were approved by the previous administration. It should hardly seem appropriate then for complaints to come from that quarter about Chinese investments. One was a $1 billion investment by the Hutchison Whampoa Group of Hong Kong. The other was the China Export-Import Bank's investment at Baha Mar of almost $3 billion. The Bahamas operates within a global context. There is no evidence to suggest that there is Chinese state political hegemony or designs for such hegemony over the Bahamas. All the evidence suggests purely commercial terms. If there is evidence to suggest otherwise, the public, including our friends opposite, are invited to indicate otherwise.
Well, since the rollout of the new immigration policy, government has received criticism from a select number of people who Minister of Foreign Affairs Fred Mitchell says sought to discredit the work of the Immigration Department. The minister said the law remains the same, but noted the government has committed to improve the condition at the Carmichael Road Detention Center. Minister Mitchell also addressed a noted Queen's Counsel who he says had made allegations against the government that cannot go unchecked.
This human rights advocate felt no compunction in slandering the men and women of the Department of Immigration without cause and refuses to apologize for the slander. Yesterday, in the press, he said that all migrants should all sue the Bahamas government for abuse. He claimed that there are 2,000 hungry lawyers in the Bahamas. He claimed further that if all the suits were brought, that this would bankrupt the Bahamas government, and he invited them to do so. This is coming from a Bahamian citizen and an officer of the court. In law, then, it would seem that the matter is being activated not out of genuine concern for migrants, but rather actuated by malice aforethought.